I loved your book because you talked about your dad teaching you stuff, but you're trying to teach important stuff also to your kids. And one of the things you're trying to teach to them is the whole business of winning and losing. None of us want to teach our kids how to be losers, but we're not being fair to them if we do not teach them there's such a thing called loss in life.
Absolutely.
That they have nothing to do with. For instance, there are 32 teams in the NFL, I think, aren't there? And so only one wins the Super Bowl. So are all the rest of them losers? No, no. I mean, the team I support, from time to time, we lose. But our kicking game was good. The passing game was getting better. And you dealt with that in your book with your kids. You said it's not always about winning and losing. So don't go home tonight just because your team was not ahead at the end of the game and say, I'm a loser. Yeah. To me, that is such a pivotal, theological, psychological value to teach to young men especially. Yeah. To say, son, you need to get acquainted with this because sometimes it's going to happen and you have nothing to do with it.
It's true. It's true. And, you know, the Apostle Paul said to run in such a way as to win the prize. And I think we're all to do that. We're not to just settle for mediocre. We shouldn't be settling for average, and we shouldn't settle just for losing.
Yeah.
Now that's not to say that if you don't win, you have to be a bad sport about it and have a bad attitude and think that you're a failure or you're a loser. It goes back to what I said earlier about the striving and indulging thing. It's like, you know, yes, we're to strive, but we have to understand that we're not always going to get what we want. I've got one out of my four, especially, that when he doesn't win, his world comes crashing down, and I'm dealing with that firsthand right now. You know, and I love seeing that passion in him. I love seeing him want something really bad, but I'm having a hard time teaching him that, you know what, it's okay if you don't win all the time. It's hard to express that to, you know, a 7-year-old and for him to understand it. So I'm still trying.